Graeme, how has pre-season been so far for you and the team?
Pre-season's been good. Obviously, we've been together around 2 weeks now, I think. Some of the other boys came in earlier, but obviously we had some international, we were off international duty. But yeah, once we've come, obviously we've been away already training hard, so it's just been basically building on that fitness plus getting ready for the game we have coming up.
Have you noticed any improvements within the team these past few weeks?
I think the hunger, whenever we come in for a new season, there's always that hunger to go into the following season, and obviously the European games as well. And that, along with a few new additions, will obviously things which just boost the squad. So yeah, I think the feeling is mainly excitement.
What's been the general mood in training? Is there any excitement seeing as the Champions League qualifiers now?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's excitement more than anything else. These kind of games are the games which everyone dreams of playing. So yeah, I think, like I said, hunger, excitement, and just a willingness to get through this round is what will be our main aim. So with that comes that sort of will to win and want to do well for ourselves, but for each other also.
We've made several new signings so far. How have they settled?
They've settled well. It's obviously early days still, but I general feeling I get is that they've settled in well, and I think they come into a very, very good changing room in the sense of atmosphere and the way that we're all sort of a family. So in that sense, I think it's hard to not settle in well. And from what I see, they're obviously people who will just not only help us on the pitch but off the pitch also. So in that sense, it already do us good.
What are your thoughts on facing the Champions League?
It's obviously, these games are always tough. Playing at this level is always tough. It's a game which we know will be quite physical based on the way they play from what we know so far. But our main focus is obviously on ourselves, and we want to go into that game focusing more on ourselves than anything else. But like I said, it'll be a tough challenge and one that we'll be ready for.
You were recently in the Faroe Islands with the Gibraltar national team. How do you think that, and obviously the rest of the guys as well, will help you prepare the team for the first leg?
It will obviously help in terms of us knowing the weather there and stuff like that, but I think it's just mainly minor things. At the end of the day, we're playing against a different team to the national team which we played against them on that day. So yeah, I think the main thing which we can take away from that is mainly the weather there, and especially how I think when we were there, the sun went down at a crazy hour. I think it was something like 2 a.m, something like that. So that's something which we'll be expecting. But apart from that, the main thing we'll be focusing on is the actual game itself rather than anything else.
And just last night, you're motivated throughout the season. You think about it, it is very long. The domestic play, the Rock Cup, Pepper Cup, European campaigns, and obviously including international football as well. It's a big sacrifice for yourself. How do you manage to stay motivated throughout the season?
I think when you come into playing so many seasons, it's only normal for it to be, it takes its toll, let's say. But I think you need to have that hunger if you want to play at this level and play for such a long time. And like you said, it's obviously a lot of different competitions involved, but I think the hunger remains the same. And wanting to win everything is the mentality we need to have. So I think that doesn't really change. It's more just focusing on the match we're going into at the time, but above all, it's just the mentality when going into each game.